Picture perfect. Picture perfect. Do you realize that it requires a picture perfect day in order for you to walk by faith? It requires a picture perfect day in order for you to walk by faith. Good morning, everybody. It's time for Morning Manna. Hope you had a wonderful worship on yesterday. Again, a belated happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Hope you made it to the restaurant, got to where you were trying to get to, was able to get a seat, and was fed well. And whether it was at the restaurant or at home, whatever the case may be, hope you had a great day on yesterday. If you did, put it in the chat area. Put it in the chat area if you just had a wonderful time on yesterday and wherever you went to church and what the word was. How did it speak to you on your day, moms? On your day. Again, belated happy Mother's Day. I have a word for you on this morning. A word for you on this morning. Picture perfect. How do I walk by faith? It's picture perfect. Well, before I do that, let me just greet a couple of people and then we're going to get right into this morning's manna. Good morning, Ella. How are you? Good morning, Francine. How are you? Minister Annie, how are you? And Monrovia, all is well, I hope. Angela, how are you on this morning? Elder Mobley, how are you on this morning? Joelle, how are you on this morning? Yvonne, how are you doing on this morning? Anna, how are you on this morning? Joel, how are you on this morning? Ori, how are you? Pastor Lil, how are you on this morning? Carolyn, how are you guys on this morning? Again, happy belated Mother's Day. Hope you had a wonderful day. Hope you were treated like the star you are. Good morning, Pamela. How are you on this morning? What a wonderful morning. Good morning, Betty. How are you? Grand rising to you. Good morning, Diane. How are you on this morning? And got a shout out for you on this morning, Diane. New Mimi, Granny, Grandma, Grandma, however you want to call it. What is it going to be, Diane? What is it going to be? But anyhow, congratulations. Good morning, Brenda. How are you on this morning? Hey, look, let's get into the word on this morning. The text, the talk, the takeaway. Share it right now. Share it right now because I got a word for you on this morning. Good morning, Brother Nesbitt. How are you on this morning? And here is the word that I have for you on this morning. The word this morning is picture perfect. Picture perfect. Now, I'm the first one to admit that I absolutely love to take pictures. And so, what's the big deal? It's not trying to look at myself, it's capturing the moment. It's capturing the moment. I enjoy capturing the moment. I enjoy looking back and capturing the moment as well. And when you capture the moment, you can reflect on it. You can go back and check it out and just see it is a snapshot in time. And that's why I like taking pictures. So this morning, I want to talk about getting to the place God has called you, but it's a picture perfect situation. It's picture perfect. Here's the text, and then we'll give you the talk, the takeaway. And then I need you to share the manna. You can share it right now. The text is Genesis 12 and 1. You know it. Let's hear it again for the first time. So God is talking to Abraham. It's right after the flood, where the voice of God is mangled in all that they've done from the Tower of Babel to now. And here is God telling Abraham, go to a place that I will show you. Now, he's the father of faith. Why is God saying, I'm going to show you where to go? He's telling them that because here's the first thing. He's saying, Abraham, I need you to see with your mind's eye. Abraham, I need you to see with your mind's eye. What do you mean by that? The pineal gland, that's the gland that, if somebody hits you upside the head, you fall, what have you, you say, oh man, I see stars. And that's because of that gland that is released and you see things in your vision and it seems like stars. That's the pineal gland. It's the same thing when Jacob wrestled with God, and then he was hit in the hip, and then he called that place Peniel, the place in which he saw God, the place in which he captured the faith. The bottom line is what I'm trying to share with you is this. The first thing that God says, I need you, Abraham, to go to the place that you're going to see with your mind's eye. With your mind's eye. Here's the second thing I want you to grab. Walking by faith and not by sight, you first have to see what? Where you are. You ever been to the mall or one of the most confusing buildings that they ever build in all the world, in all the wide world, is a hospital. Is a hospital. You go to a hospital, it's like, oh my God, how do I get to this place? How do I get over there? There's a million signs to tell you all different directions. But where you determine where you're going is first by looking on the map and seeing where you are. Abraham, where are you? You're with your family, and I need to lead you, so you got to leave them. So you got to see where you are in order to see where you're going with your mind's eye. Because what about this? He says, with your mind's eye, to see it and to know where you are, you have to write the vision so that you can make it plain, which leads to the third thing. When I write the vision to see that where I'm going, it takes me from here it is, the familiar to the unfamiliar. God operates from the familiar to the unfamiliar. And one of the most powerful things that you can do is write what he's saying to you. Let me just share this with you. Here is one of my journals. Do a lot of journaling because I write what I see with my mind's eye in the spirit. Here's your takeaway this morning. See it so you can believe it. See it so you can believe it. Understand, I'm seeing it with my spiritual mind's eye. God's trying to take you somewhere, whether it's in relationship, whether it's in your family, whether it's in your physical life, whether it's in your financial life. But you have to be able to see it with your faith in order that you might be able to believe it, so he can take you there. The Lord be with you today. His face shine upon you and give you peace. Share this, man. If it bless you, bless somebody else. I'll see you tomorrow morning with more Morning Manna. God bless you. Bye now.